Jungle. I am Sharon, gardening in Zone 8A. You guys should have already seen my Azure haul. You know I have 20 pounds of pears that I need to take care of. That's this big old box over here. This big old box of pear. And I have 40 pounds of apples. So today I'm canning pears in simple syrup. Extra light syrup. So I have the pears that I'm using. I have 18 pears. This recipe is from the ball canning book. So it says, hold on a momento. It's from this book. So it says 6 to 9 pounds of pears, right? So that's about 18 to 25 medium pears. And that should give you either 6 pints or 3 quarts. I have 18 pears. Okay, so I'm doing pints. That's my dishwasher that is running. I also want to save some of these pears because I saw a recipe for fig and pear jam, which sounds so yum, but I cannot find it in any. I don't remember which book I saw it in. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was a dream. I don't know. But we're gonna find out, and we're gonna do it. I need to do it because I have those figs on my brother's tree. So I just don't want to. I don't have enough to make fig jam by itself. So I thought pear and fig sounds so yum. So I bought some pears from Azure so I can do some pear slices because I did apple slices last year for the kids, and that's done. I think I have one more jar left. So I need to do some pear slices, some more apple slices, some more apple pie slices, or some apple pie filling as well. The holidays are coming. I need to get this done because I need to get my garlic in the ground. I'm talking fast, right? Because I have a lot to do. I ordered onion startings to get those done as well. I have my transplants that I need to put in there, in the ground. I have my potatoes. I'm not doing that much potatoes, but I have these potatoes I need to put in the ground as well. And I have them sitting right there on the counter so I can see them, and hopefully today I get them done, right? God willing. So, but today I have my jars in the dishwasher, and I'm going to wash those pears. I'm going to get another bowl like that, the big bowl like that. Put water inside it, like half of it for water and a cup of lemon juice. So keep it from turning brown while I do that. So I'm going to peel it, and then we're going to come back. So by the time I peel it, my dishwasher should be finished. And then I have my pot out here. I have my pot here to make my simple syrup, okay? And my peels I'm going to keep because I should be able to make some sort of pear and apple infused jelly. That would be awesome, so I plan to do that as well. So I'll see you guys back here, okay? All right. This is the simple syrup. I doubled this recipe. The recipe calls for 5 1/4 cup of water and 1.5 cup of sugar. So I doubled it because that recipe was for 3 quart jars, and I end up getting 6 quart jars because the pears were going bad. So I have to order some more pears. Anywho, so I'm putting the recipe says to put the sliced pears peeled. I peeled them, I washed them, everything. Had them soaking in a big bowl of water and 1/2 cup of lemon juice, bottled lemon juice, to keep them from turning brown. So this also has lemon juice in it. That bowl that I'm transferring them into. So the pears are now in the simple syrup on the stove. You put the sugar in, the water in, you put it to boil, and you stir until the sugar is completely dissolved. This recipe is so simple, it's so easy. I'm getting my jars now. You know, everything is intimidating if you're a beginner, but once you get into it, it seems like, oh, okay, I can do this. No, not seem. It's like, oh, I can do this. And this was such a simple recipe. It was so easy. So I am filling my jars, and what we're looking for is a half an inch headspace. And the half an inch headspace, there's like three different rings on top of the jar, the mouth of the jar. So the one all the way at the bottom is an inch, the one in the middle is the half an inch. So that's what we're going for. And I'm filling it up with the sliced pears and the simple syrup that's in that pot that I simmered the pears in. That's what I'm showing you right there. Where that's what we're trying to get to, that half an inch. Finally, it focused. So, and I'm going to fill the syrup into the jars that had the pear simmering in. With everything, you have to debubble and you have to check your headspace. So now I'm filling up using the syrup. I could not find my red not funnel. It's always, for some reason, it's always some item that I need when I'm canning that I cannot find. So I had this, so I used it. Thank God I used that, and I didn't have to use a regular pot spoon. But that's fine. Just use what you have, like I do. So I'm just filling up the jars now and checking for headspace. Always check for headspace. If a fruit is you see how that's popping up on top? I end up another jar. One thing I'm going to mention, if you purchase fruits from Azure, or you order fruits from your farmer's market or some anywhere, be ready to process those fruits. This is my first time purchasing fruits from Azure in bulk like this, purchasing any fruits in bulk. Be ready to process them. Either my children are going to eat it all up or they're going to go bad, but be ready. So at this point, I finished debubbling. I checked my headspace. The headspace was correct. I'm going to get a clean piece of paper towel. I have white vinegar right there, and I'm going to wipe the rims of my jar down. We are using sugar, so we want to make sure we get all the sugar or the syrup off of the rim so we can get a proper seal. So I'm just going to speed it up here. Is just wiping, making sure that that everything there's no sugar there or anything like that. And then I'm going to get my lids and put them on. My lids were washed and clean. Excuse me. My lids were washed and clean. The rings and the lids were washed in warm soapy water and dried and clean. And I had them laying on that dish rag right there, on a dish towel. So fingertip tight. We're not looking to screw it on tightly, just fingertip tight. And we have our water right there. It's boiling. That's our water canner. So I'm putting my jars into the water canner. You have to make sure that water is covering those jars. And we're going to wait for this. We're going to cover it, wait for it to come to a boil. And after it comes to a boil, we're going to start our timer for 25 minutes for quarts and 20 minutes for pints. So our 25 minutes is up, and I know I have 1 pint inside of there. That does not mean that we're taking it out 20 minutes. We're not timing it to take it out 20 minutes. It can at the same time. It's it didn't do any difference. I've seen people who have been canning for a very long time. Um, they have said just leave it in there. If you're mixing the 25 and the 20, just leave it in there. And they'll can at the same time. So I left the pint in there with the quarts and the can, and they're finished. And look how beautiful they are. Now we have sliced peaches in simple syrup on our pantry shelves. So that was it. You see how simple that was? That was really easy and quick. The processing time 25 minutes. The I would say it took about 30 minutes washing and peeling the pears, but it was worth it. I have not had any. My husband was tempted, Corey was tempted to have some, but I had already taken them downstairs and put them on the pantry shelf, put up the new shelves and everything, and just store them on the pantry shelf. So we got 5 quarts and 1 pint of pears canned in simple extra light syrup. So I have my hat on. That means I'm going outside. I'm going outside. My plan was to do the plant the potatoes, but I didn't plant the potatoes. I end up planting the my cabbage, all of my cabbage out. So that will be the next video that you will see, because that same day I went out to do the cabbage. Okay, so guys, thank you for coming along, and I hope you do try canning pears in simple syrup. I got it out of, I told you guys, I think I told you guys before, the Ball Blue Book Guide to Preserving. Um, the recipe is on page 25, and the simple syrup, I think, is on page 16. Try it and let me know what you think. So, everyone, please have a blessed day. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Click on the like button, turn on your notifications for any upcoming videos, and there will be a lot of upcoming videos. Um, Thank you and have a blessed day. Bye bye.